Alright, this one's gonna be on Reddit Tui. It's a Reddit Tui viewer browser. I don't know what you call it, but this one's Reddit Tui. We'll get the help page for here. There's really just two flags in here, right? You have the post and the subreddit. So if you want to use this straight from your terminal, you can do subreddit, and let's say we'll do PS2 because I did make a PS2 video recently. And so it'll be in the PS2 subreddit. And as far as hotkeys, really not that hard. You have HJKL for Vim hotkey style, or you can use arrow keys, right? And if you want more hotkeys, look at that question mark here. Hit the question mark, get you more hotkeys. Do it again, it'll collapse it. If you want to change to different subreddit, you hit S here, right? And then let's say I switch it to PS4. I actually want to get a PS4. I really have one. Hope I can get one, in the next month or so. But here we go. This is how you'll browse it. And if I want to view the comments, I just hit, in my case, I'm using Vim hotkeys. Use L, or you can use right arrow, right? And that's it. Read your comments. The only thing about this is that it's not a actual client because you can't log in. You can't do posts. You can't thumbs up, thumbs down, or is it we call it upvote, downvote? Mainly because I think a year or two ago, Reddit, banned all the APIs for any third-party client. I think they allow some open source clients to still connect to them, but as far as all the paid stuff, they got rid of all of them. So that's why not a lot of clients can be able to log in officially. But this one is just for viewing, so you don't need to require a login or anything like that. But here you go, right? You can read the comments, and if you want to open it in a GUI web browser, they do have this O to you press O to open the post here. So let's say, for example, I didn't want to do that one. Let me see here. If I want to open this one here, right? It'll open the post that we were at. Was this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so you open it, simple like that. And if you want to continue on, you go to on the next one, or you can switch it to a different one, like let's say PS3, right? And we'll have more posts. You can go pretty set it for the program, really. If you want to go directly to a a post, you can use this flag called post here, right? So for example, we'll do post, and we're just gonna paste in the URL, which I have one right here for the command line subreddit, and we can use that one, and then we'll jump directly to that post, and you can view the comments. So this is good for people that wants to script with their RSS reader. So for example, if I'm using NewsRaf, right? We'll go grab one in here. What was that? Arch Linux. Okay, let's go Arch Linux. Go on one of this one here. We'll grab the URL here. Yank the URL. Go back. Close this one off. We'll post in that Arch Linux URL. See if there are any comments. And there it is. We have 3 comments. Right, and you can read like that. So you can go directly if you have the URL, and that's good for people that are using RSS, right? So that one's what was that? NewsRaf. You can use gotbletu. You make it like macros and stuff like that. Let me see. We'll yank it here. All right. So traditionally, this is what you would do if you were doing straight from the command line. Right, if you're using straight from the command line and someone gave you a link or something like that, you can do this. And then, you can open it like that, right? And that's how that works. You can read the comments. So, but if you're doing this, with your RSS reader, let's say Newsboat, you can just macro it, which I already showed you in the past how to do. But let's say, for example, look at this here. We'll use comments, Reddit here, boom. And look at that. I want to read the comments on that. 54 comments and 0 upvotes. Okay. There you go, right? do something like that. And same thing with what was that, newsgraph. Boom. If I want to, you know, read this one here, this kernel whatever, comments. Let's go. And there you go. Look at that. We're reading comments. So that's what you can do with that if you want to script it with any existing programs that allow you to execute an external you know, command or script, whatever it is. Then you can do that here, right? So that's like a replacement for RTV if you used RTV in the past. Now the only thing about this program, let me give you is there a good example in here? No, that's a horrible example. Okay, let's say this one, right? You see this one has like 2 links in here. All right, let me open the program though. Reddit. Right, there's like 2 links in here. It just, you know, let me open the page here, right? There's 2 links. It only opened the page here, right? I think in RTV in the past, I don't remember, my memory of RTV's been I forgot what RTV was like, but I think in the past with RTV is that it'll have like a way for you to select the multiple links. In this case, there's no way to select a link that you want, right, to open. It just opens the page here. But with like RTV or even like with you know, your RSS reader here, they have like numbers next to it, right? Or they call these what's that, linkers, or I don't know what they call it, but basically they have like, you know, an indicator. This is a different link, and you can open it with that, right? As far as the program itself, they don't have a way to do that, right? It just shows you the link, but it won't do anything. So that's like probably like one of the features I would want. You know, I know they show me like multiple links in here, but I can't really access it. I have to like use my mouse to, you know, click on it and stuff like that, right? I mean, it's not an issue for me, but if you are using this like it by itself, then it's no good. But for me, I have other ways to, you know, open the links. Let's say I can use my tmux to freeze the screen, and then freeze the screen, and then it goes to my W3M web browser. Or you can use like what's the other program, URL view or URL scan. Basically it will just extract the links and then make it clickable, right? And I can use this with, you know, other scripts, or I can just copy the link, whatever it is, right? Say I just want to yank the link, right? In the post itself, you know, there's no way to copy a link. It just open the post only. So that's like another annoying thing with that. So see, I can copy the link if I wanted to, or do other stuff with it. But yeah, in here, what does it have? It only has open. You can't really copy the link, but you have to manually do it. I mean, you can do that manually in tmux too if you want, you know, like this, right? But that's using a different program. But anyways, that being said, it's not like RTV. Like I said, it doesn't have like those external scripts that you can actually pull the links to do something else with it. It doesn't do that. It just makes it, you can view, read, and then open the page. That's it, right? Very basic. But for what it does, I like it. Anyways, that's what you can do with it. And other things you can do, this is kind of like a unique feature, because all the other ones in the past didn't really have this. But you can actually tell it to use a different what do you call these, like proxies or different servers, because you know Reddit, they can actually, maybe they'll do some crazy stuff in the future and block everything, but you can use like these mirrors, right? Like safe Reddit, what's it called, safe Reddit, yeah. And then they have like other ones in here that you can use. So these ones are kind of like mirrors or proxies that you can use. And they might not be up to date though, like you know, your comments might not be up to date, but they do have like for different servers around the world, right? The US, stuff like that. You can add it in there in your config if you want to use a different one. Otherwise, by default, I'll use the old subreddit.com server, right? Or domain, they call it here. Anyways, that's it for Reddit Tui. Is it Reddit Tui? Reddit Tui, yeah.